Previously on Fandio Mini Masterpiece presents Wandavision.
Hello everyone, welcome to Fandio Mini Masterpiece presents Wandavision. I'm your host Alex.
And I'm your co-host Judson. It's crazy how popular dressing like a picnic table was for a while.
Stage magician seems like it'd be a fun career for a little stint.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I could be a stage magician for my life, but I think I could be a magician, or even, you know what? I'd be the magician's assistant. I think I'd look good in fishnets.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. I am the host now.
What?
Look at me. Look at me. I am the host now.
I'm back, baby! I'm made of mud and I'm out for blood! Hear this, I need help. Next week I have a plan. I'm going to...
Say bye-bye, Alex.
Bye-bye, Alex. Now let's settle in and hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. Boom. Ba, ba, ba. You know, I think the missed opportunity here is that they should have done the Agatha all along as this episode's intro instead of this.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would have been funny.
Would have been an amazing way to introduce things. I'm kind of excited getting down to the last couple of episodes here.
I know 2 more. So this one in the finale, the penultimate episode.
Ooh.
Which we can finally... Ooh, see, look, it goes purple for a second. See, like, they thought about it. They thought about what I was saying as a really cool idea. And then they're like, nah, it's not that cool. It's not that cool, Alex. We're not going to do that.
Wait, did you trick me into watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the middle of this?
Yes, I did. So I think my favorite part, this is of course Salem, Massachusetts, famous at this point for being an English colony because the American Revolution hasn't happened yet.
Oh, true.
I think that's like one of my favorite parts when we think about the Salem witch trials, where I was like, you know, it happened in North America, but technically the United States of America during a lot of this wasn't there because by like almost a decade.
The British out here committing every crime that they can as a speed run up to the United States coming out, so we could invent new ones.
Exactly. I love Agatha Harkness. Are you a witch? No, I just dress at Hot Topic.
The real question is Agatha an American citizen now, or is she still British?
You practice the darkest of magic. Memes.
They were dank, though. They were too dank. Too dank for any of us to handle. I didn't break your rules. I invented new ones and broke those.
I love her smirk, though. They did a good job, like, with the de-aging her to a reasonable age. Like, it always gets weird when they're like, and let's make this actor look like they were 14.
Yeah. I don't know. So much of that is getting, like, uncanny. But they're also making smart choices with the shots here to, like, cover her face some and take distant shots so that the CG artists don't have to do as much work.
So you want my fun fact for this scene? I do have a couple fun facts for the scenes. Mm-hmm. So you see how they're chanting. One, this is real Latin they're chanting, and it actually did almost kill Catherine. But, so when they originally shot this, they had, like, a lighting effect, practical lighting effect, and all of the streams were different colors. And then in like post, they're like, actually, can we make them all blue? This is making the scene very confusing for our narrative storytelling, where we're trying to say that she's like taking over their magic, which is what happens when it suddenly goes purple inside of her, like it is now. Right. But originally, those were all different colors, like a pink one, a yellow one, a green one. And if you go, that you can actually online, there's some images from set where you can see it. It did look pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love this purple too. The look is great.
I love anything that withers people.
Yeah, I really enjoy the concept overall of them all having their own color too. It would have created like more character and been like, oh, why is this one this? Rather than them all just being kind of generic witches, which is where we're at the moment.
Right. And it's fun because when they do start introducing colors in the magic, a lot of them were starting to mirror Infinity Stones. Because, you know, you have the Purple Stone, like the Power Stone, the Space Stone. And, like, that's where people at this time were arguing, you know, she has the Power Stone type magic, and she has a Space Stone type magic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Luckily, she's just magic.
I love her being like, "Hey, mom, I promise I could be good," and her mom's like, "No, I don't think you can." Zap.
Ooh,
That
I like the
I'm gonna
crown
say,
there. It's very like evocative of both Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings for me.
yeah, it's that a very horned crown style that's very English folklore. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
yeah, love it.
It was a big part of the influence for my first D&D campaign that I ever like ran for was having like a horned crowned character like that. Big
Hey,
fan favorite.
look, is I'm gonna say first off, is it grave robbing if they're not yet in a grave? Second, is it grave robbing if it's your family?
I believe that's early inheritance.
Mm.
Oh, bunny.
That buddy's name is Nicholas Scratch.
Nicholas Scratch.
Yeah,
I
like the
love
devil.
him.
He, that is the best character in the whole show. That rabbit, fan favorite for me.
Oh. I do appreciate them having different colors associated with their magic to make it clear and obvious during fights, like what's going on, who's doing what.
Yeah, it's like I know Wanda will pick that up because it's red around it, and like I know the blue magic people, the Blue Man group, were using their magic on Agatha over there. And so this is a fun little thing. You can see like Wanda for the first time ever can't use her powers after getting them, and Agatha's over here going, "Hey, check it out. I've got magic. Let me teach you some tricks. Don't you know about runes, basic witchcraft?" And of course, Wanda's like, No,
I'm a
I don't."
sorcerer, not a wizard. Yo, what is all this? What is all this stuff?
So that rune, that shuts off your magic. That rune, that gives me protection from just general magic. That rune, that just connects us to the home Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this one keeps the Roomba going around the corners. Haven't quite gotten it right yet. You just see something
That one,
smashing into the wall in the background.
that one looks like the Bluetooth symbol. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Had to come from
I have to
somewhere.
connect. Yeah. Look, you don't think Bluetooth's magic? You're crazy.
Oh,
Uh,
Pietro, I love that.
no, it's I like because she's admitting she's like, oh yeah, I created I like possessed this guy, made him think he was your brother, make you think he was your brother. Couldn't do your actual brother. I don't know if you know this, Wanda. Your brother's dead. Also full of bullet holes. And I love
Very
I
far
love the way
away.
she's like creeping around Wanda here to give this, and her facial expressions are just so good.
Great villain speech. Oh,
And for me, it's the like as she's delivering this, you can hear her like wonder and almost reverence in what Wanda had accomplished here. Like, how did you do this? This thing you've created, this hex Westview, is incredible from a standpoint. Like, I'm a tough witch. I know what I'm doing, and this is beyond my understanding of magic. How did you do this?
yeah, you don't know how basic runes work. How did you solve calculus? Not
Oh,
even doing it.
hey,
You solved it.
with just a complex storylines, and you go back. Why is there a heart on the calendar? Mr. and Mrs. Hart. And uh, I think one of the other interesting bits is now that you know that Agatha kinda was Agnes and had full control over what was going on. So everyone else inside here was cast by Wanda. Like even if it was subconsciously, she's like, "You're this role, you're that role. You and your kids go here and do these things." But Agatha showed up and she's like, "Dang, I need to be able to like poke my nose into what's going on with Wanda," and made the decision to be the nosy neighbor because she's a good reporter.
Yeah. She understands good storytelling.
The Witch in Bewitched was based on her.
Amazing.
Oh
Oh,
no.
so many critters.
I don't think rabbits normally eat horse flies. At least not that size. Also, why was that foily effect so juicy?
It's gotta be juicy if it's a bug. They're like 90% juice. That's why they had all that spare bug juice around in the early 2000s.
What is it from Lion King? Crunchy on the outside, slimy on the inside.
Slimy, yet satisfying.
It's fine. You left me no choice, Wanda. I'm taking you to therapy.
No! I can't go. They're gonna make me talk about my feelings. That's my worst thing.
This episode of WandaVision brought to you by BetterHealth. So I think this is I really like this episode for kind of these next scenes that are coming, because Agatha just starts going into Wanda's mind and makes her go through some dark memories. That's what we're setting up for. And she's like, let's talk about all these times you felt the dark nothingness. And I think villains like psychologists are fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And the ones that are trying to like pick apart the hero because they don't understand them is so great. I also just do love like making literal doors within your like hub world. I've always loved that. One of my favorite episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog is just them jumping in and out of paintings for the entire time.
Oh, I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. I think that was one of the first cartoons to give me lasting nightmares. Also, I think everyone who knows that Pharaoh episode.
Oh yeah,
return the stone. Oh, with the guy, and he sways side to side. He's just standing there menacingly.
My favorite bit was the being very, very naughty.
Oh man, back to her childhood home.
Doilies on everything. I like the retro TV. Honestly, we have a lot of retro appliances just because I like how they look.
Oh, me too. Like our microwave, our toaster. We don't even drink iced tea that often. We have an iced tea maker because it matched our toaster. Oh, hey, we've hit another fun fact point. You know how they're looking at all these DVDs? Did you know that based on this flashback, which should take place in about 1999, most of these DVDs would not have existed as DVDs, as they will not come out from 2 to 6 years after when this scene is set. And that is another fact that's on the Wikipedia. As I think this is very important for you to know that actually she couldn't have seen Dick Van Dyke on DVD because it would have still been on VHS.
Yeah, and each of those DVDs was meant to be like different shows that this show then took inspiration from, right?
Oh yeah, that's really fun because she'll like pick an episode. And she's like picks the episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show, and as you watch, you can see every reference that they did in episode like 1 and 2 to the Dick Van Dyke Show, and so like. She's like, she's looking through and she's like, excuse me, I am seeing the DVDs and I don't see my special interest. Please give me the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Where's Malcolm in the Middle? We want it.
I see, I also appreciate that just one shot where they're having a fun time inside the house, trying to have a fairly normal life. And the mom just looks out and it is war in the street.
Yeah, literally somebody getting shot in the street. Absolutely amazing that they're like, it's sitcom time.
But the interesting part is in her memory inside the house. She's not hearing the gunshots. We only hear it when the mom looks out the window and we're reminded that's happening. But when Wanda's remembering the inside, it's like she's editing out what would be the gunshot she would be remembering, because like I guess it's kind of like the trauma suppressing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think that's a really interesting thing to like cut into, and also just like touch on the small things that she's able to notice.
It may look like a walnut. Oh, see, and like their bed's separate, like at the start of episode 2. Now of course this episode did get some negative feedback, mostly because everyone's still upset, including myself, that the MCU has the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, but doesn't have Magneto, who is their father usually in the comics. But
Yeah.
we get here that wasn't Magneto. But you know what? We got lore accurate Scarlet Witch by the end. Who knows?
Ooh.
Maybe when they do whatever is happening. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be talking. A bomb just went off.
Sorry, I got surprised by it. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
But I'm entirely with you. Magneto's one of my absolute favorite characters, and I'm just like waiting for him to get introduced in some way or another.
Yeah, it's the downside to them having been owned by 20th Century Fox, just because they were able to give over certain rights to certain characters, but that's like they have a weird contract with Spider-Man, and that's why we have what is it? We have Hulk, but they never say the Incredible Hulk because Disney doesn't have the rights to Marvel's Incredible Hulk, and that's why they do weird things with the Hulk, and he doesn't have much follow-up movies.
It's so funny having his name on the side of the bomb. Like it cracks me up so much.
It's the level of ego to not even think, man, the person who's gonna look at this bomb is gonna remember me, because I guess you assume they won't if you're that level of arms maker.
Yeah, I mean, ideally it will have gone off, so nobody will actually read it except for the people dropping the bombs and buying them.
Now, the funny part is if you just go the math of Stark bombs you see on screen, they don't actually have a big success rate on casualties because we only see the duds and non-lethal explosions that happen around main central story characters who have to live.
Iron Man's secretly a scam artist for the government, taking their money and selling them bad bombs.
But also, if you look at that beeping, this is the same beeping from the toaster in the first episode. That was the Stark toaster. And that's what that reference was specifically this moment where, as Agatha reveals now, Wanda had done a probability hex to stop the bomb from going off. And I'm going to say this, for me, was one of the best details, because when the Scarlet Witch was originally introduced as in the Brotherhood of New Mutants in the X-Men comics, her powers weren't this reality warping stuff we now associate her with. She was just a probability manipulator, and the joke is she could just give you really bad luck. And so it's like the opposite of Domino.
Yeah.
And then
just
they just
absolutely ruin your day.
Yeah. Oh, you spilled your coffee all over yourself. Oops.
Oh, how does that keep happening every morning, Greg? Right in your crotch every single time? Isn't that crazy?
I heard they're doing construction in the parking lot again. Look out for nails.
I know you can't afford an 8th tire this week.
It's strange how only 1 to 2 of them get popped, so your insurance won't cover them properly.
So strange.
And so she leaves. We're now leaving when her home family was bombed and she was radicalized to where she was the Hydra experiment. So this is right before, if that previous one was before Iron Man, this would be right before Age of Ultron, which is the one that introduces her and Pietro and Vision and Ultron, which, obviously by the name. And so, one, I love the bunker. I just love any set that has a console with flashy lights that is just there to look cool. None of those lights would mean anything.
Ooh, they got the Tesseract there, right?
So no, that's not the Tesseract.
Oh.
So Loki's scepter held the Mind Stone.
Oh, the
and
Mind
that's
Stone, that was it.
Right, and that's what gives Wanda and Pietro their powers, and also what creates Vision. And that's why Wanda was able to do her whooshy woo on Vision in Infinity War to break the Mind Stone, because her power is inherently connected to the Infinity Stone.
That's fascinating. I love how they set this up.
I also like that they have him talking on the intercom. No one's made it through alive, and the guy just real quick hitting the intercom. Bro, you're on a live mic.
Yeah, the classic bit. I love the underlighting as well with the green. It's so good. It's very reminiscent to me of the Excalibur movies, where every time magic's involved, they do green lighting somewhere in the film.
See, Judson, I'm afraid you're not thinking hard enough, because if you were a true Marvel fan, you would recognize that there is green underlining in Wanda's backstory, and Wanda and Pietro in their backstory were mutants with Magneto, and Magneto had another child with magnetic powers named Polaris, and she had green hair and green powers. So really, this scene's green on Wanda to let us know Polaris is coming in the next episode, right? I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
Oh, of course. So obvious.
That
Thank
makes
you,
way
Alex
more
Jones.
sense. So also fun fact, the vision she sees there is actually from the next episode. So like we get a little future sight there. That's a still taken from the next episode they put in this one.
That's so awesome. I love the attention to detail that they bring in.
Hey, it's the Brady Bunch. It's the 70s episode.
Oh,
and
so
so
she keeps getting to watch sitcoms while she's in prison. That's great. They can't give her a
No.
pillow, but they can give her a TV.
That's I'd like to think that she's in like a recovery room. You know what I mean? Not her bedroom. Because they're not in a prison. They're in like a laboratory facility that's underground bunker style. So like, I mean, she can't leave because she's part of a government experiment, but she signed up for it. So I do think she has like a bedroom, probably.
Yeah, I just feel like they could put a cushion on that bench. You know what I mean? Like, pretty miserable.
Or at least a pee bucket in the corner.
Yeah, just as, for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I may not use the pee bucket, but I want to know it's there. It's comforting. Just like the one next to my desk.
So I love Agatha just here going, "Ooh, this is very interesting. You're almost as interesting as those sitcoms you're watching. Let's watch another one of your episodes." And so we've moved on. I believe so. Age of Ultron will have happened. This would be. It's either right before or right after Civil War.
Oh, there's Malcolm in the middle.
Yep, and there's Malcolm in the middle. He became a race car driver.
Huh.
Yeah. Frankie Muniz, I'm pretty sure he did Formula One, like left acting.
One? Oh my god, that's even more impressive than just race car driver. That's insane.
No, I could be wrong. I'm often wrong on many things, but my memory says that Frankie Muniz did his acting in that period and then got out of acting and did race car driving. And I remember Formula One being put around, but I also might be remembering an article saying, and he never made Formula One. You know how that is.
Yeah, no, he did stock car driving for a while, which is more like NASCAR style, but still.
Oh,
amazing.
I might be.
Oh yeah, no, he was part of NASCAR for some time. Oh my god.
Yeah, that could be what I'm remembering. I love Vision asking, "So is this funny because the man got hurt?" And yes, Vision, that's slapstick comedy. I think Westfield is lucky that Wanda wasn't a fan of
Could
Charlie Chaplin.
you
imagine
collapsing?
Buildings collapsing, but could you imagine that episode of WandaVision where someone opens their mouth and then it cuts to just a screen of the piano playing and what they're saying, they're in a silent film?
That's unbelievable. I would just love to see them get blasted around by that.
Yeah. That's oh my god. Wanda's over here and they're like, "Oh, Wanda, you like sitcom and funny shows, right? So what kind of shows you watched? Bewitched, you're witchy, Malcolm in the Middle, you had a family." And she's like, "Actually, the Three Stooges."
Oh no.
Oh no. Woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo.
At least it's not Abbott and Costello. It'd be impossible to listen to any of the dialogue, just constantly snipping back and forth.
Oh my god. Please slow down. I need to understand your bit. We shouldn't be joking. Wanda's here having a serious breakthrough about her depression and feeling really alone and isolated. That's definitely way more interesting for you and I to talk about right now. The last time I felt alone and isolated?
Earlier today?
When I was...
in the bathroom?
How did you know? No. It's the worst. Sometimes you're in the bathroom and that's when you realize there's no toilet paper, right?
Oh no.
You're home alone and there's no toilet paper. Man versus Wild.
2 sentence horror stories.
Oh god.
Oh,
Now this line, I will
sweet.
stop the meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line. What is grief but love persevering? That's like the message of WandaVision. And I think that's such a strong message. I remember that like still resonates with me where you're like, dang, the pain that I am feeling after I lose someone, that is my love for them staying after they're gone.
And it's funny because he's a simulacrum of her. So like it is the wisdom within her that she is nearly taking the time, even under duress, to think about and to like really meditate on, that's allowing her to move forward.
But this vision from the memory isn't a simulacrum of her. This is Vision after Age of Ultron. That's the one that was built out of Jarvis.
Oh, okay. So,
like,
you're saying that like this one's just a genuine memory, not just like a construction rewind.
Yeah, no, everything we're going through is being Wanda put through an actual memory of hers. So that vision, this is a real scene that happened between her and that vision. But I will say Vision was born with the connection to the internet and probably read every self-help book on the spot there.
He probably downloaded ZocDoc.
Yeah. So if any sponsors listening want to send us a message, just throw that out there.
I am BetterHelp. Does his eyes start glowing green with the little logo in them?
Oh no, I signed up for Baymax. This was supposed to be Big Hero 6.
I'm actually Best Help.
Oh. Is it? This is fun because we've seen scenes from this scene played. Remember in, I want to say episode 4, where evil FBI sword guy is having everyone there, and he's like, and Wanda broke into our headquarters and stole Vision, and she's acting like a terrorist, so we have to stop her at all costs. Put the drone in the hex. This is that scene he's talking about.
Yeah, just a grieving like wife being like, I need to see my husband's dead body. He deserves a funeral.
She broke in. Wanda walks in and goes to reception. Hi, can I go see my dead husband? I'm afraid you don't have a security clearance.
Down the camera.
Well, she was ready to break the fourth. She's actually at this point practicing for, what was it, episode, I think 6 had all the fourth wall breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it 7? It might have been the previous one. Oh my god. I will say WandaVision is starting to blur again for me because I think of it as a solid whole singular story. That's why I like one season stories, is they just feel like a long movie in a way that like a 7 series story doesn't have that same break in my mind, or has more breaks rather.
Yeah, it's designed pretty perfectly to just be fully binged as one continuous story. The Vision.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, am I being weird for pointing out how weird it is that he calls Vision the Vision?
It's
also,
because he
can
doesn't
I point
see
out
him as a person. Like that's clearly what they're doing here. He's the Vision. He's an item. He's an object. He's not Vision, the person that Wanda loves.
But also in that case, shouldn't the subtitle have been capitalized?
That's fair.
You grammar knowers, comment below. Oh, man, which also, how cold of this man to be, I can show you where Vision is. This is your, like boyfriend, pseudo-husband figure that you love and cherish. Do you want to see him being dismantled and pulled limb from limb and wire from wire because, and I quote, we can't put $2 billion of vibranium into the ground?
Yeah. And
look at the way
he clearly wants to. It's part of his office. So he can walk over there and stare at it happening at any point.
No, but now, his thing though, I think the reason he brought her here, because he brings up in the conversation, I can't let you have Vision. We don't all have the ability to bring the ones we love back from the dead. And Wanda goes, I can't do that. But I think Hayward thinks she can. And one of the reasons he's showing her this is trying to get her so upset she goes crazy with power and emotion and reanimates Vision because he wants the sentient weapon back online.
And then he just leans into the dehumanizing there with the bringing them back online rather than back to life. He really does just see him as a robot, not as a person.
Oh, I was wrong. It was $3 billion worth of vibranium. That extra billion, really, that's the important one.
It's crazy standing in a room with, like, functionally a god and just being like, yeah, I'm not going to let you do that. Like, just the balls to be sitting there like you're not gonna die pulling a stunt like this is insane.
And that's the scene we see him show, which is her breaking the glass and going down, which also I'm gonna point out the fact that you don't see blood everywhere means she used also her telekinetic power to prevent the glass from cutting into the suits of everyone around there.
Yeah, safety glasses are important.
Because look, I'm going to say in the Marvel universe, more than any universe, the PPE is important. Wear your protective gear, guys. I know we think it's safe on the construction site, but I saw Spider-Man 2 blocks down chasing someone. If they go through this construction site, you're going to want your helmet and goggles on. Trust me, I know we're on break, but safety first, everyone.
What's it gonna do for me? I saw them pull the iron out of a man's blood once. What are my gloves gonna do? They're gonna keep you from getting cuts on your hand when they blast glass all over you, okay? And then you're gonna be happy when you don't have cuts on your hand.
I will be happy when I won't have cuts on my hand. Those hurt the worst for some reason. Thanks, boss.
Yeah. Because you use your hands.
Yeah. So important thing to note here, she leaves without Vision's body. So Haywood also is lying to everyone when he says she broke in and stole Vision's body.
Classic. It's got to go missing at some point, right?
Well, I'm going to say, if she never took Vision's body, why is Hayward so interested in the Vision in the Hex? And what is the Vision in the Hex? And that's what, right now, like, of course, I, omniscient, having seen the whole series, know the answers. But at this point, you're like, wait a second. What's going on here? And so she's arriving at Westview, and we see Westview as it exists in modern day. And it looks, like a town in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's just kind of a sleepy town. Looks like it's kind of dying, to be honest. Like, downtown's not too busy. A lot of the stuff's boarded up. The gazebo is, like, closed and stuff.
You have a single learn piano sign, and no one has it. And you're seeing her see all of the characters that will later have roles. Mrs. Hart, thank you. That's how you know they're not in a sitcom, because that pool would be cleaned and there would be a pool boy there that's heavily flirting with the wife of whoever owns that house.
Yeah. It's an interesting place to pick, and it makes me wonder if she picked it because, like, she knows how, like, dead it is here.
Actually...
Or does she have a spot
I think...
here?
No, I'm going to say, I've got devastating news for you, Judson. You know how she's holding that envelope in her hand? That she was holding, that was in the seat next to her, and now she's walking into this plot. She's going to open that, and it is a deed to this plot. Vision bought them a house to grow old in before Infinity War happened.
No.
And it's in both of their names. This is their house. Vision bought them, and it's to grow old in, with a heart around it in red.
How's he gonna grow old?
That's okay. I need to explain to you how a tragedy works in storytelling. But
the irony.
So, like, yes, and I think an interesting note here is it shows you, like, kind of some of the impact of the blip, because this kind of just never went anywhere for 5 years. But it's not like anyone was trying to buy the property. Half of the world went missing. Half of the houses are empty. And this is where we see the grief consume her, and she just lets it all explode out of her. And you can see her building the house, but it's coming in black and white.
Mm-hmm. Starting up for
which this is a
episode 1.
very nice effect. I'm gonna say, I'm glad they saved their CGI budgets for the scenes they really wanted it to matter in. Like this just wave through Westfield, turning it into 60s.
It's amazing.
Oh, and first off, the flexibility there. Just being able to bend halfway backwards. Like, my spine hurts just looking at her. But this is where we're also seeing that she creates the vision that's in the hex, which is why Vision doesn't have any memories of his life before Westview, because he was created at this moment in a sweater vest.
So wait, so Vision's body it's still in the facility then?
That's the implication, is that Vision's body was never taken to Westview, and that this was just in essence, part of the illusion Wanda created. And she like steps forward and becomes part of the illusion itself.
When she fully disassociates in this moment.
Well, why? I'm gonna say, can you blame a girl if my dead boyfriend came back from the dead in a house I created out of my magic powers I don't understand, and he's like, hey, do you want to just live in a sitcom for a minute? I don't think I'd go, actually, yeah, let's go back to the real world. The real world sounds way more fun.
Yeah, that's fair. In the real world, I'm sitting in an empty plot in New Jersey with my dead family and everything. Meanwhile, here, I'm on TV.
Yeah, which also I like the look where they show that she's standing in a set for a minute. Like they showed all the cameras.
Right, getting it all set up, her perspective on it, and considering it being like one of the real TV shows where nothing actually goes wrong. Ooh, what a classic villain stance. Oh, the foot up on the chair, too.
I like the slow clap from the audience. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's Tommy and Billy calling for help. Wanda, you forgot you had children again.
I keep on forgetting my fake children.
You know, they may be fake children, but her love for them is very real.
That is true.
That is the plot of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's just Vision with Wanda on his back. Hold on tight, little spider monkey, and he flies away. Oh wait, hold on. We're gonna say it, Judson. I think we're gonna say it in 30 seconds, but we're gonna give Wanda finally a name, because Wanda got the Jean Grey treatment in the MCU. She's just been Wanda this whole time. They're like, oh, who's that superhero? Oh, that's Wanda.
That is true.
Like, they're like, what, you mean Wonder? Like Wanda? No, Wanda. And they're like, no, she's the Scarlet Witch. Episode
awesome.
Is a post-credit scene, if I remember right. And that's in the post-credit scene, which is in like a minute. So I'm just going to skip forward a second to 3 minutes and like 27 seconds. Because they, again, so like the last episode they had where they showed us, they've been starting to do the traditional after credit scene. And this one, we finally get the answer of what happened to the Vision's body. We go back.
It starts now.
Yeah, the sword facility. And I'd love that shot of the hex where you can like see the corner of it.
It's really spectacular. Oh yay, this guy that I hate even more now.
I wonder what he's doing right now. They took it apart. They put it back together. What did they take apart? They tried every power supply under the sun. The power of the sun even in a palm of someone's hand, and that wasn't enough.
Gotta be Vision, right? Oh no.
I don't know. They're really drawing this one out. It couldn't be Vision, right?
He was kidnapped. It can't be him.
They're powering it with the drone. Oh, wait a second. It is Vision, monochromatic, mono white Vision. And I believe my favorite part is I think he is just called White Vision. You got Vision, you got White Vision.
Crazy. Oh my god. He looks so unnerving.
Please, someone put some put some dye back on that man.
Please, any color. I don't care. Oh, that was fun. There we go. That's episode 8 of WandaVision. You guys can catch us next time.
No. We aren't just ending there, Judson. This has gone far enough. We're settling this now. We're figuring out who the host of the show is.
Oh, Alex, you naive fool. This is only the penultimate episode. The battle between Wanda and Agatha, of good and evil, host and co-host. That's the sort of thing you save for the finale. So tune in next week for the finale of Fandio Mini Masterpieces presents WandaVision. Like, follow, and subscribe, or one of us dies.
Wait, what does that mean?